Welcome back, fellow idiots, to another Game Pass game review with these two idiots and you. We're carrying on our Christmas theme of gifting each other games. So it's Dave's turn to gift a game for me to play.
Yeah, so I had a good long look, and I know you love your racing games.
It's a fair point.
Yeah, and you also don't mind terrible graphics, so
Terrible is harsh.
that's why I chose this one.
So what are we playing this week, Dave?
This week we're playing
Hotshot Racing! Hotshot Racing!
So, Matt, what did you think? Good gift?
Yeah, nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Genuinely, this was loads of fun. I really enjoyed this game.
Okay.
And I know for a fact that you're not gonna like it. It's sort of as soon as I loaded it up and I started playing, I thought, this isn't Dave's kind of thing. This is gonna be bad for him. But I really enjoyed it.
I mean, if I just opened a Nintendo 64 and I got this as my first game for it, I'd be well happy. But it's 2020, man. It's an arcade game.
That is it. Yeah, it felt like an arcade game, which I quite liked
That's how they've made it. But why?
because it's nostalgic.
Why we? What? No,
Do
we
you
don't
not
need
remember
that.
going to like the arcade and playing? I think it was called Outrun.
Yeah, you can still do that.
Yeah, no, but it costs you £1 every time. This you can play at home as many times as you want. Save yourself a few quid.
Well, I suppose it's that. Save yourself a few quid and not buy the game as well, I think.
What didn't you? How did you not like? What didn't you like about it?
I don't know. I think I just started off on a bad foot with these indie games.
You're gonna have to be more accepting of these little indie games, to be fair, because we're trying to stay away from the AAA titles that are on the Game Pass to give these titles a go.
All the good ones.
Every time. Yeah, well, every time we get a little indie game, though, you slate it for not being massive budget.
It's just not necessary, though, is it? Why do we need it? We've got Forza Horizon.
Yeah, but Forza Horizon's a very different game to this.
Yeah, 'cause, like, good graphics, real cars.
Although, yeah, having said that, although the names weren't real, the cars were recognisable.
It's like they've all been cardboard. Square shaped.
They're not. I didn't think they were that bad. I thought you could tell which one they were. What cars they were. There was a Supra in there and a 911, 918. There was loads of. Vantage was in there.
Do you see everything in pixels, like when you go outside the house in real life?
No, of course not. I don't go outside. Why do I go outside? Got everything I need right here in front of me.
Yeah, it's dangerous out there at the moment.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Not safe.
yeah. Stay at home, kids.
Stay home and play indie games.
But I also liked the sort of gameplay of it because I liked that it was arcadey and that you could, like on Forza, you've got to have a certain amount of skill to win, if you like. But on this, you just tap brake and turn in, and you were drifting around corners for fun.
Yeah, I did enjoy the drifting, to be fair.
I think, yeah, the physics
The drifters.
Physics were good.
But
So it's basically just the graphics that you've got.
yeah, it's one of those games where like the track moves and the car doesn't.
Yeah, the car
like,
stays very, very central.
Which is just yeah.
To To be honest, I think that happens on all games. We just don't. We're not.
Just don't notice it
We don't notice it. Yeah,
because of the good quality graphics.
yeah, because we're playing it at 1080 and 60 frames a second or what have you. But
We've not actually said much about what the game is.
I think this one's one of those that's quite self-explanatory.
Yeah.
It's a car racing game, and it's an arcade car racing game. It's not a.
Yeah.
Don't expect a big career mode.
No, there's a Grand Prix setting, wasn't there?
Yeah, there's sort of. You play four or five races, and you get points for where you come in the races, and somebody wins.
Did you try some of the other game modes?
Yeah, so I played some Grand Prix, and I played some sort of single race thing. I tried to connect to an online game, but there wasn't anybody kicking about to play. Seemingly nobody else liked this game as much as I did. Yeah, I tried pretty much all of it. I played this for a lot longer than we needed to.
Did you play the Cops and Robbers? Did you find that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you missed out. Probably the best part of it.
Oh god! To be honest, this is one of the only Game Pass game review games that I've left installed on my Xbox, so I can go back and play it again. Yeah.
Yeah, you take it in turns to be like, oh no. You start the race as a robber, but if your car gets destroyed, you turn into a cop, basically.
Ah, right, okay. And the idea is to destroy other people's.
Yeah, and each checkpoint you hit, you bank some cash, so pretty fun.
Ah, okay.
You got to do some dodging.
That was that. I understood why the checkpoints were there because of the sort of arcadey feel. But that was the one bit that I sort of didn't get. Like, because they were pretty pointless and I never failed one.
It's just a pro gamer. So.
No. Even if you made a right balls up of it, you still just had enough time to get through the checkpoint.
There was a mode, what do they call it? You know, if you lost, your car blows up. I don't know what that's called.
Right, maybe I didn't play. I think I got hooked on trying to beat the harder Grand Prix ones.
Yeah, there was another one where you could drop barrels and, you know, if the opponents crash into it, then it blows them up.
Did you play the same game as I?
I found the fun stuff.
Yeah, because I played the race. I see. You say you found the fun stuff, but I quite like racing games. So
That's because you're boring.
why are racing games boring? Racing games aren't boring. Love a good racing game.
Well, no, not all racing games, but just driving around a track 10 times, that's pretty boring.
I disagree. Drifting round a track with trying to be faster than the other guys, what it's all about. This was definitely my kind of game though.
Yeah,
Anything you put cars in is
that's why I picked it.
yeah.
I knew you'd like it. Even though I knew I was not going to like it.
To be fair, I'm surprised we haven't started picking these games based on what people aren't gonna like.
We could do that.
You know, I've thought maybe we'd save that for January. Maybe in January we go completely the opposite way around, and we try and find games that the other person's gonna hate.
That could be dangerous. Might fall out, I think.
To be fair, we've just got to find the opposite to what we found with the gifting games, because we did all right with the gifting ones. So just find the opposite to that. I need to find. Although to be fair, I think we've probably got the opposites, haven't we?
What?
Well, I went for a shooting game that had okay graphics, and then you went for a racing game that has blocky graphics.
Yeah, so we've kind of done that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't pick the other one now. Although I did quite like Sunset Overdrive, so.
We can really sabotage each other next time.
Yeah, you'll have to come back in January, guys, to see that. We'll pick games that we know the other person will hate, regardless of whether we like them. It might be both of us hate them, but that'll be amazing. Yeah. Next time we've got a special lined up, haven't we, Dave?
We do. Christmas special. Do we have a name for it?
I can't believe it's Christmas already. Can you believe it's Christmas?
So close.
I know. I know, it really is. It's like this year, although it's been an absolute shit show, it's flown, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's gone fast.
Yeah,
It
mega
is.
fast. I reckon Boris is speeding clock up.
Nearly Christmas though. Oh, that's good.
It is. Soon be Christmas, as they say.
Right.
We're gonna rate all of the games that we've played so far.
Yeah, we've made like a Top Gear cool board. But
Yeah, for those of
Little
you
bit.
who remember the Cool Wall, it's like that for indie games.
Game Pass games.
I suppose eventually we will have some sort of AAA titles, won't we?
Oh yeah, well, we need,
We've got a few lined up that we want to play.
well, there's loads on there that I want to play.
Yeah, we've got a few lined up as well that we're going to play sort of on the channel and do actual sort of videos about the games rather than just chatting shit about them for a bit.
Yeah, let's do Let's Plays.
Let's Plays. Are they still going? Let's Plays? Do people still do Let's Plays?
I don't
I don't
know.
know. That was quite an early YouTube thing, wasn't it? And it was all Minecraft. Let's play Minecraft. Again.
They still are.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, people still love it, don't they?
Mad for it.
Yeah. Weird. Why aren't they mad for our videos? We're getting off topic. So, we need to finish this with whether this game is for elites or whether it's for idiots. And based on the sort of control pattern being nice and simple and the physics being nice and simple, this got to be for idiots, right?
Yeah, it's not a complicated game. And yeah, for a driving game, like you said, it's quite simple. It's quite
It is.
enjoyable.
It does get quite difficult when you put it on expert.
Does it?
They're quite hard to beat. Yeah, I actually came last in one race. An expert.
We're supposed to be shocked by it.
Yeah, I think maybe we should put a video up on the channel of in a racing game of me versus you, and we'll see how shocked we should be by that.
Yeah,
I think I've got some footage kicking about of us racing, haven't I, Dave?
you probably do somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. These are my kind of games for reference, guys. I like to think I'm fairly good at them, but I'm probably not compared to like the real world. But compared to Dave, I am. So.
Yeah, mate. Good for your ego.
There's the top tip for you. If you're going to game against people that are worse at games than you.
Yeah.
But then again, you make it up when we play anything with guns in it.
Sometimes.
So I'm hideous at most of those.
Not going gung ho.
Yeah, well, yeah, when if you're actually thinking about it, then okay. Which is not a lot.
No. I like the idiot games.
There seems to be a running theme though. I don't think we've had many that have been elite.
Yeah, I guess we
two?
should remember which ones were which when we do the special next week.
Yeah, I think we should.
So we can remind if we've decided if they were elites or idiot games. Because I've forgotten.
So have I. Speaking of remembering things, did you check if we had anybody to say goodbye to?
No, I don't think we do this week.
Oh, good news. Nice easy week for you.
Someone did mention something about Christmas. Oh, I think someone
Okay.
did say all they wanted for Christmas was a goodbye. We'll shout you out next week.
Yeah. Well, there we go. You might even get a goodbye from Dave on Christmas Day. What? One more bit. Does this come out on Christmas Day? Does the special come out on Christmas Day?
I don't know. Well, should we do it Christmas Eve? Then I'm going to be watching YouTube on Christmas Day.
Yeah, I suppose if people are watching Christmas Day YouTube, that's a bit sad, isn't it? But never mind. We'll make that call anyway. It's for the future. So you've got nobody to say goodbye to. I'm going to take a random stab in the dark and say that you don't want to say goodbye to everyone.
Nope.
Your silence is very reassuring. So come back next week, guys, on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day,
It's Boxing Day, you know.
Boxing Day. One of
It's only Saturday, so it's Boxing Day.
right, Boxing Day. Totally unorganized.
Yeah.
Right. So come back Boxing Day for our Christmas special, where basically you get to listen to me and Dave argue about which games were good and which games weren't good. All over again. You're welcome. Anyway, guys, we will talk to you next week. Until then, thanks for watching. Take it easy.